Hi, welcome back to my channel, I Can Sew. So today, I'm going to tell you a story about my grandmother and how she inspires me to start sewing and to continue to sew to this day. Whenever I get down and I feel like I want to stop sewing or I'm just in the dump about something in life, I come in and it helps me to reconnect with her and to remember to straighten my crown because I'm her granddaughter. So this is my third time actually recording this video, you guys, because I start rambling because it's so much to tell you about my grandmother. But I want to start off by telling you the story that she told me that started her off in sewing. So when she was in high school, she took a home ec class where they teach you different things, but she was taught to sew in that home ec class. And she was so good. She and one other person in the class were so good that the teacher encouraged her to sew her own graduation gown. So when she graduated, she was able to walked across the stage in a dress that she designed and sewed herself. So that started off her sewing career at maybe like 17, 18 years old. And she was sewing up until she passed away. And I know this because as I when she passed away, of course, we went through our house. We're still going through our house, to be honest with you. But we have so much stuff that she hand sewed, and I can tell and we kept a lot of the stuff that she hand sewed. And the reason why I know she hand sewed it is because she had a special stitch. She stitched in a certain way that I could identify. So I would look at it and say, "Oh yeah, this is handmade." So now, as far as my recollection goes, I don't remember ever seeing her sewing on a machine. My mom says that you can just imagine if she's this good on hand sewing, how she was on a machine. She just didn't bother trying to pull one out anymore, so she would just hand sew it. And like I have a couple patterns that she had at the very end. She was a very wasteless person. She did not believe in wasting stuff. So if she had extra pieces of anything, she was going to make something with it. I just put to the side a beautiful pastel print cotton that she made the skirt, a dress, the duster, and a shirt. No, so and a pair of pants out of that same material. I don't know who gave her that fabric. One of my cousins must have given her that fabric. But if you give it to her, she's going to sew it. Here's an example of what I mean by that. And this will show you also how she sews. I keep this one in my bedroom closet, you guys. So, because I'm sentimental like that. So anyhow, this material here, if you can tell, is very, let me see. It's very thick. It is like some upholstery material this somebody gave her. It's so funny because she actually sewed up a very long dress. I actually have the macaw with a split on the side. I actually have the macaw pattern that she used to make this. This is definitely not even my grandmother's size. She's much smaller than this, so this is funny. But it has princess seams to it. Let's see if I can show you. It has princess seams to it. The zipper, it's lined. It has a facing. Let me show you her stitching that I was talking about. Let me see if you can see it. It goes across here. She did a blind stitch to hem it. She was just super good, you guys. And this was very cute. Like, again, I keep this one in my bedroom closet. Here is a good example of why I know that she was sewing up until she passed away. So, here's another dress that she made with an elastic waist. Tank top dress. This one is more of her size. It has a vent in the back as well as a zipper, right? She made the matching blazer to go with it. So that is cute. Princess seam and all. And to go around the elastic waist, she made a belt. Now this belt is so cute to me because look, it has buttons on it that she covered herself. How cool is that, right? And then, of course, the handmade buttonholes. So cool. Well, my favorite thing that my grandmother used to make for us are quilts. So this quilt, if you look at it, has the same print as the outfit I just showed you. So she has this. This here I also saw on a couple other things that we were when we were cleaning the house out, because she didn't waste anything. So she would cut up anything. I saw this. She actually made an outfit out of this firefly burlap outfit. And so yeah, this quilt is beautiful. So on the back side is that border, of course, and then here's the quilt. And she used to do her quilt where, and this is a hand stitch quilt, you guys. She didn't sew this by machine. And I wish I could show you up close the stitching, but you probably can't see it. But then she would do the ties on the inside. So that was really cute. I'm not hand stitching a doggone thing, but I just thought I would show you how she hand stitched. Now, funny story. When I was younger, what did I do with my blanket? Oh, when we were younger, my grandmother made 2 blankets. And I mean, this blanket has got to be like 40 years old. She made 2 blankets. One with Charlie Brown on one side, which I consider the top. But, you know, now I know about quilting, it's probably the bottom. I don't know. But on the back side is the quilting piece, right? With the border. It really didn't have a border. Yeah, this is the border piece here. I didn't really pay attention to that. Oh, that light is in the way. Let me see. And the border matches the back side. So the funny story about this is she made this one, which I love. I take it everywhere I go. By the way, the blanket that I showed you earlier today rides in the car with me. So I keep it in the back of the car. So, and it's under like this hatch thing. So anyways, I've been carrying that blanket around with me for years. And so the funny thing is she made another one that has pink on it. And I like the Charlie Brown one, so I gave my little brother at the time the pink one, and he carries the pink one where he goes. so the running joke was like, I was like, oh, I'm so happy you made this blanket for me, and you made that pink one for him. And she used to always say, you know good and well I didn't make pink for the boy. But it is what it is. I love my blanket, and again, that blanket goes with me when I go places. And I keep it out all the time here. And then I have, like I said, this one here, the smaller one I showed you, I keep it in the car. It's no bigger than a lap blanket. I keep it in the car. And then she also did another one but you get the hint. I keep her quilts. I have crochet throws that she has here. She was so good. So I want to show you 2 things that she did for that she sewed that were crocheted. Well, actually, she didn't sew them. She crocheted them. So just to show you again how talented she was. This, and it has a ruffled train. Isn't that gorgeous? Matching hat. That's one of them. And then she made one, I swear, one of these for everyone in the family. It's a pillow. And it sat right on top of our bed. And whatever color your bedroom was at the time that she was making this was the color she made you. She used to make black and white ones. She made me a blue and white one. This is one that she had in her house that I brought up here. And I absolutely loved it. And remember I was telling you guys about Hancock yesterday, the fabric store? We used to go to Hancock. I used to go to Hancock with her when I was younger, and she would get these dolls from Hancock. They used to have these dolls that you would use for crafting purposes. So whenever she was crocheting a lot, and she was going through a huge crochet phase at one point, she would go there and get the dolls. So absolutely love it. So when I think about sewing and I think about whether I want to quit or give up or just I'm in a funk for the day, I do think about her and what was her craft, and it kind of centers me, brings me back. I straighten my crown and remember whose grandchild I am, and I get back on task and I stay focused. And that's not just in sewing, it's just in life in general, because she was a very, very strong person. So with that being said, I wanted to share that with you, tell you just the inspiration for why I sew and what got me into sewing, and what connection I have or that I feel in life and when I'm sewing, and it is to my grandmother. So I want to share that with you. If you have something that you do in life that connects you to another person, living or not, please share that with me in the comment section. I would love to hear what keeps you going, what drives you through life. And for me, it was her and what her legacy she left behind. And I want to know what it is for you. So thank you again for watching this video. You have a wonderful day, and thank you again for sticking with me through 16 days of Vlogmas 2021. You have a wonderful evening.